Hi, ninth grade students. Today we're going to be talking about what are the actual expectations for the writing prompts on the AIR test. So let's take a look at the directions on the practice test. So this one says, should cultural artifacts be returned to their regions of origin? Construct a multi-paragraph written response in which you make and support a claim about whether cultural artifacts should be returned to their regions of origin. Your response should be based on ideas and information that can be found in the source set. Manage your time carefully so that you can review your sources, plan your response, write a thorough response, and revise and edit your response. Be sure to include a claim, address counterclaims, use evidence from multiple sources, and avoid overly relying on one source. Write your multi-paragraph response in the space provided. So you will actually be typing a response in this box below. So let's talk about what some of these keywords mean. So the prompt here says should. This word alone here tells you that your response is argumentative and is based on opinion. So don't be wishy-washy. Choose an opinion one way or the other. It also says it should be multi-paragraph. Multi-paragraph means it should be more than one. We'll be looking at some samples in our classes and be looking at the rubric and some other lessons. But multi-paragraph means it should be more than one paragraph. The top marks are getting responses that are 4 or more paragraphs. You should have an intro, a conclusion, and 2 or more body paragraphs. It should have a strong claim, which we talked about in a past lesson. Your response should also review the sources and include a claim, a counterclaim. A counterclaim, again, is where you anticipate what the other side is, give some evidence to the other side, but explain why that's wrong. And it should have evidence from multiple sources. So when you are addressing your response here, you'll see as you page through that there are 3 articles here. You should use evidence from all 3 articles somewhere in your paragraphs that support your claim and in the paragraph that addresses the counterclaim. You also want to avoid overly relying on one source. What this means is that your evidence shouldn't come largely from one source, but should evenly be spaced out through all 3 sources. And you should revise and edit your response. So before you hit that submit button, you should proofread your response 3 times. So let's review here. It is argumentative, so you are picking a side. It is multi-paragraph, so 4 or more paragraphs with an intro, a conclusion, and 2 or more body paragraphs. You should have some paragraphs that support your claim. You should have a paragraph that addresses a counterclaim. You should have evidence from multiple sources. Don't rely heavily on one source. So try and include all 3 articles evenly throughout your paper, and you want to proofread and revise at least 3 times before submitting your response. These tips should help you do well on the writing portion. Let's take a look at one more response here. So this one is an expository or informative response here. It says, construct a multi-paragraph written response in which you analyze the impact that setting has on the main characters in the passage 1 and passage 2. So this one has 2 pieces of literature that you're going to be addressing. Your response must be based on ideas that can be found in both passages. Manage your time carefully so that you can review the passages, plan your response, write a thorough response, revise and edit your response, and be sure to include an introduction, use evidence from the passages to support your explanation, and include a conclusion. Write a multi-paragraph response in the space provided. So this one is expository. So you can see from the directions here that you're going to need an intro, a conclusion, and multiple body paragraphs. I would say at least 2 body paragraphs, but make sure your response is addressing the prompt. You are analyzing how the setting, time, and location impacts the characters. Okay, so make sure your response is addressing that prompt right here. And again, make sure you're proofreading at least 3 times before you hit that submit button. Thanks so much. Have a great day.